Hello guys, welcome back to the software engineer channel. This video we are going to discuss about Git. This is not only about a specific video, this is about a series. In this entire series we are going to discuss about what is Git, how to write or create a repository, how to do the commands. I will be explaining you the most popular commands or the commands that we are doing or working with in our day-to-day life in IT industry. These are all the details that I'm going to cover in this specific course. Apart from that, you will be able to learn how to use Git commands using Visual Studio Code command prompt, or else in the Visual Studio Code itself we will be having a embedded Git where you don't need to write any code. By using a double click, by using couple of clicks, you will be able to push your changes to the repository. Those are all the changes that we are going to discuss in this specific series. Keep that in mind. This is for everyone, whoever wanted to learn Git from the scratch, or else whoever wanted to refresh their Git knowledge. We are going to use GitHub for all my references and those kind of deletion or creation, everything. Okay, so without wasting any single time, let's get started with this course. By the way, myself Gopi, I'm the software engineer in an MNC. So this video will be discussing with a simple example which demonstrate what is the purpose of having a Git. Is it necessary to use Git for any project? Is this without Git, is that any way to use? Without Git, is there any way to use project between two different developers? Yes, of course. But without Git also, you will be able to work with any project that you are like at. But the problem is, when the number of developer increased, or even with the two developers, if there is any issues happened, then you might not know how to recover from that. You might not know how to merge. You might not know which changes causes the problem. To overcome that kind of issues, we have making use of the Git. We'll be discussing about Git. Now let me take why we should use Git in our project. First and foremost, here we have two persons. These persons are actually, for our example, person 1 and person 2. These two friends, actually making a website. They doesn't use Git, but they are using one shared folder through which they are merging their changes. They are doing something, and it was quite well going fine. When the website become very big and it become more changes and we need to do a lot more integrated changes or so, there might be chance someone have made some mistake when merging. That's why the website doesn't work at all. They don't know what changes have broken the website. They don't know how to revert all the changes they have done to the previous state. So to find out those kind of the things, it become very much difficult to understand or very much difficult to revert those changes. To overcome that issue, we have a concept called version control system. That's where subversion comes into the picture. So what is the purpose of having this version control system? This actually take care of all the tracking that is being happened on the repository. We will be discussing more about a repository when we are discussing about how to create repository. As of now, just think that whenever we are saying repository, that is nothing but a folder. Now we know that Git, the version control, actually helps you to keep track of what changes actually made, who does the changes, and also what actually happening on the repository. Now you can see that if something happens, if something broken up the existing code, if that is the case, reverting the changes is actually very much easy, but using a single click. Can able to revert the changes, allowing it to do collaborative development. Yes, of course, it improves the collaborative development. Might be chance a project can be developed across 10 different developers. Might be chance couple of developers working on the same pages. If that is the case, there will be a lot of conflicts while merging the changes. If we are doing that manually, might be chance we will be missing that. Git take care of everything. It will automatically merge. If it is not able to do so, it will prompt as to do, so that there won't be any issues with merging those changes as well. Now, apart from that, we can able to track which developer which changes on what date he has done, because of which what happened in the repository. Those are all the changes can be easily been tracked, and it is there forever, even if that changes has made 1000 times or so. Git is a version control, but based on Git there are many different service provider available in the internet. First and foremost, GitHub. I hope everyone knows what is GitHub. Second, Bitbucket. Bitbucket is actually similar to the GitHub. They are actually providing the same kind of services, but in this video tutorial we are going to use GitHub for all our examples and all our videos. Apart from that, you could able to see I have provided TFS. TFS is nothing but a team foundation server that's provided by Microsoft, integrated along with the Microsoft Visual Studio. In this video series, you will be able to find out a video which demonstrates how to use GitHub on Visual Studio 2019 community version as well. Let's proceed further, and then let's see what are all the topics that we are going to cover. First and foremost, we first wanted to understand what is a repository. We will be discussing a lot more about repository in a separate video, and this are just to the topic what is commit, how you can do those commit, and what are all branches, why should I need to know branches. And then we are going to discuss about what is master, and nowadays it's become main. They have renamed master to the main. I'll be explaining that as well. And we wanted to understand what is head represents, what is master represents. Now we are wanted to understand one of the most important features that we have in the GitHub is nothing but pull request. And then we are going to see how to merge the changes, and then of course practical time. Theory doesn't going to give you much understanding of how to work with the commands. We must have to have some hands-on. That is why I have included the practical time. Now these are all the topics that I'm going to cover along with this video series. If you need anything extra, if you need any such topics or commands get included in this video series, please let me know in the comment section so that you will be getting it as soon as possible. Now each and every command here will be refreshed as a video, single video, so that you don't have to worry about the theory concept. You don't have to worry about how to work as a practical things. Okay, each and everything as a video. If suppose I couldn't able to complete a specific topic in a video, then I'll be making a part 2 of the same, so you don't have to worry that I'm going to miss anything. And if you need anything, just let me know. That's all for this video. In our upcoming video we will be discussing about how to set up environment on your local machine. In my case, I'm going to use Windows operating system. If you are using Linux or Mac, Git by default comes along with the operating system. You don't have to worry about that. Thank you. Let's meet on another video.